sitting in the bed in the hospital, and I didn't really fully understand it at that time.
I thought the doctor was a moron and he didn't know what he was doing.
I guess I was in shock, and I was trying to process it all, and of course, we were very upset.
He was actually hiding in the closet and didn't want to go to school, and we thought he was just, being a kid. And then at the baseball field, we were just taking pictures, and he didn't want to take pictures. He didn't want to play baseball, and he loved to play baseball. So we took him to the doctors, and that's how we found out.
You need to get him to the ER right now. I think he's diabetic. His sugar was really high in his urine. She said, "Do you need a ride?" And I said, "No, I'll call my husband." She said, "Let me know which one you want to go to, Children's or St. Chris's, but you need to go right now." So we took him down to Children's Hospital, and it's, you start learning things right away about diabetes. Like, they took us back immediately, and the nurse said, "Breathe on me." And me and Daddy looked at each other like, "What's she doing?" And when a diabetic sugar is very high, their breath smells sweet like juicy fruit. And all he did was breathe on her. And she said she picked up the phone, and that's when your dad and I started panicking.
I've never felt ashamed of it. It's not like I can help it or change it. It's just something that I have, and I have to deal with it like everyone else has to deal with their problems.
As I walked around the hospital, and I was looking at other kids, walking down the hall with IVs and with no hair because they must be getting chemo, and I just thought to myself, all right, I need to really put this in perspective. He can live with this disease, and it could be much worse. Look at these other children,
No one I've ever dated or no one I've ever been close friends with, they all just kind of are like, how do you do that every day, and kind of want to know more about it. No one's really frightened by it.
Him having to get poked, 10 times a day, the needles for his blood sugar and the needles for his insulin, we felt bad all the time. We just felt like we were torturing him. And the first needle, the nurse had to be there with me in the hospital. The first needle I gave him, and I gave him the needle, and he winced, and I removed myself from the room. I went in the bathroom at Children's Hospital. I just sobbed. I just sobbed in the bathroom because I didn't want him to see me upset. I just felt like I was hurting him, and the nurse said that was normal. But it was, it was heartbreaking.
I kind of look past it because it's if you see someone in a wheelchair and you don't want to look at them, I feel like that's what people do when I take shots, and it's understandable. It's not, because not everyone wants to see that.
Is it something I did? Because he was very skinny, so I thought, it was something, did I do something? Was it my fault? And they said no. They said, what it is it's an autoimmune disease, and somewhere in his life up until now, his body tried to fight a virus, and it actually it started attacking his pancreas.
Would you change it if you could?
I would change it in a heartbeat.
You wouldn't, or would?
I would. That's one of the things that your father and I have said since day one when this first started, is, if I could take this off of him, I would. If I could have it instead of him, I would.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't really know. No one's really asking me for, I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you could change it, not have diabetes, do you think it would alter how you are as a person?
I don't think it would alter how I am as a person, but life would definitely be different on a lot less responsibilities.